I wanted to give my thoughts on the last couple of days, well, the last couple of hours. People have been under the assumption, like, there's been all these assumptions on what happened in the latest chapter, and everyone's going crazy saying that Kishi was wrong and all that stuff. And there are several of probably a lot of people who loved it, and I don't think they loved it because of the fact that they actually, like, logical standpoint, they actually liked the chapter. I think from the standpoint of they like Obito and they want to see Madara gone or whatever. Even though, in my opinion, Madara isn't the... He's a villain, but never mind. I'll talk about that later. So, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm not a Madara fanboy or Obito fanboy. Even though they're both really, really powerful, I'm not a fanboy of... I'm not a fan of Madara or Obito. They're not my favorite characters in the series. So, my whole problem right now isn't with Madara or Obito. It's with Kishi, because as the story progresses in every chapter, for some reason he forgets every other thing that he writes. So it's like he's just making it up as he goes. That's literally how I feel. I feel like he doesn't have the end of the series. I'm probably wrong, but in my opinion, he probably doesn't even have the end of the series figured out yet. He's just writing as he goes. That's how I feel. And in my comment sections, people are saying they're giving all different types of theories about the ending of the chapter. I want to talk about maybe 2 or 3 of those theories. One of them, I got actually a comment earlier today. Someone said Obito might have put Madara and Izanami, or and he used Izanagi, and I was like, well, how is he able to use Mangekyo Sharingan and all that stuff? And he's like, well, he probably used Izanagi before to get away from his death or whatever. And I was like, that doesn't even make any sense, because he's supposed to be blind if he used Izanagi. So that wouldn't even make any sense, because Obito, that would mean Obito would have to be blind right now if he used Izanagi at any point during this war. So that doesn't make any sense. And the Izanami thing doesn't make any sense, because Izanami was created because of Izanagi. If you're okay, so in a flashback, people were using Izanagi for just corrupt power. They were taking it too far. That's not what when Izanagi was created, they were all taking it too far. There's 2 people with Izanagi going at each other, and that's not what it was created for. So all those people were getting corrupted by power, and so the Izanami was created. Izanami is specifically for people who get corrupted and they change. For example, the people in that war who changed and was corrupted by the power of the Izanagi was put in Izanami to essentially change them back to who they really were and take that corruption out of their mind. So if the guy accepted that, you know, he wasn't like some, whatever the case may have been, go check the flashback again, but you have to accept your true self and then you break out. And this is why Kishi put in Kabuto having Sage Mode and taking on this whole Orochimaru look. And that's why Itachi put Kabuto in the Izanami, because as they were fighting, Itachi started to notice that this guy is trying to be Orochimaru, like this guy isn't himself. So now Kabuto has to realize who his true self is in order to break out of it. Now, this doesn't work right now, because even if Obito did put him in Izanami, assuming that Obito knows what that is, Madara is his true self. So what exactly does he have to change? Madara has always been the same since since the flashback, since when he was with Hashirama. He's never changed. So what exactly is the Izanami going to do to Madara? He's going to break out of it instantly. So that doesn't even work, because the Izanami is used to bring people back to what they're supposed to be, what their true self, what their true inner self is. This is Madara's true inner self. This is really what he believes. ever since the beginning, if you check the flashbacks, he told Hashirama, I wanna change something, or he wants to change the world or something like that, back when he was talking to Hashirama. So this is Madora's true self. What exactly is the Izanami gonna change about himself? So if it were to be activated, he's not gonna change, because he's still himself. He's not a different person. So that doesn't even make any sense. And then the Izanami, you have to, there's 3 parts, A, B, and C, and Obito would have to do A, B, and C in order to get him in a continuous loop. But that's irrelevant, because he can't be put in Izanami, because he doesn't change. He hasn't changed. And this goes into my second part, the thing I want to answer. A lot of people said it. Madara, people, they said basically, oh, a lot of people said Madara can't be talking no jutsu. It's not that Madara can't be talking no jutsu, it's the fact that he shouldn't be talking no jutsu. Why shouldn't Madara be talking no jutsu? Because being talking no jutsu is changing. Okay, Obito, for example. Obito was talking no jutsu by Naruto because they were similar. Obito changed his ways. It's kind of like the Izanami. So Obito changed his ways. Obito changed, and Obito's starting to realize that, yo, Naruto is right. Maybe Naruto can change the world. Okay? So Obito changed his whole path. Obito was able to get talking no jutsu. Now the thing about Madara is that, how can you talk someone out of something that they've proven countless times is correct? Madara, all his ideals and all the things that he thinks have all been correct. What has Madara been wrong about? What has he said that's been wrong? How can you talk no jutsu somebody who's 100% correct? What are you gonna say to him that's gonna change how he feels about the situation? Madara can't change. You can't change his situation, because he's right. The world with chakra, the world with people, there's always gonna be wars. There's always gonna be losers. This is gonna be a continuous loop. And Madara noticed that. He was born into war. He was born into the war. He was born into a war, actually, against the Senju. So he knows exactly how everything is gonna turn out. War against the Senju, peace, war again, aka assassination of the Uchiha. War, peace, war again. So that's basically his point. There would never be a point. There's never be eternal peace. That's basically what Madara is trying to say. Hashirama is trying to find eternal peace somehow by war. What Madara is trying to say is, people say, well, he's contradicting himself because this is a war. I understand that. But what he's trying to do is make it the war that stops all wars. I don't agree with Madara with the whole infinite Tsukiyomi thing. I just want to put that out there. I don't agree with infinite Tsukiyomi. I don't at all. But other than infinite Tsukiyomi out the way, everything that Madara is saying about the Shinobi Road is right. And we get it even in this chapter. In this chapter, he says the sage basically gave people chakra in order for them to connect spiritually and pray for each other and all that stuff, and to connect with each other, just like Naruto was doing when he was giving people chakra. He's throwing chakra out, right? So the sage gave them power to connect with each other, but then it flips and then they use it for war now. Chakra is used for being a ninja. Their inspiration, the shinobi's inspiration and all that stuff is the sage, the guy who has chakra and who's a warrior and who's a fighter. He was a fighter. He fought to get them peace. They want to be a fighter just like the sage. They have chakra, so they want to be like the sage. So there's always going to be corrupt. There are always going to be people after power. That's why the chakra thing, they're using chakra to fight each other. And you know, like they showed it in the panels, they took the chakra that's supposed to be with connecting with your brother and turned it into a fire style jutsu. So like, so basically, what Madara is trying to say is, there's always going to be corruption and power, and people seeking for power. There's always going to be losers. So his infinite Tsukiyomi world is going to take away all that bad and disgusting things that Madara doesn't like about the world and take it away. Now, how are you gonna talk no jutsu somebody out of that? Because he's correct about what he's saying. It's not like he's wrong. It's not like Madara wants to destroy the world. He's not like, and he's not a villain in that sense. He doesn't want to destroy the world. He doesn't want to he doesn't want to take people's lives away. Like they showed you his brother, when he was like, if you don't have power, you're nothing. You can't create peace without power. And they showed you his brother like laid up against a post. I don't know if that was his brother, but maybe it was. So how are you going to change? How are you going to talk no jutsu him out of something that he's 100% correct about? I don't understand how they're going to change, how Obito's going to talk no jutsu Madara out of this. It doesn't even make any sense for him to talk no jutsu him out of it. It doesn't make any sense. They have to literally kill him in order to win. Talk no jutsu won't work. And if Kishi does it, it just wouldn't make any sense. Kishi, like, what are you doing? It doesn't, like, Madara, he created a good villain. So Madara's only way to be out is to die. That's the only way they're gonna get rid of Madara, is to die. Talk no jutsu isn't gonna work. Because look, let's say they talk no jutsu Madara, and Madara says, okay, Obito, you're right. Maybe Naruto can create peace. Madara falls back. Everything is peachy and fine. They somehow get Naruto, because Naruto's dead right now. So they somehow get Naruto alive and give him the chubis, then give them the chakra and all that stuff. And Naruto becomes Hokage, and Naruto and Sasuke gets their battle royale, and whatever happens, happens. And there's a Hokage, and now the world is at peace because of the Shinobi Alliance and all that stuff. So what happens when like a situation happened, like some shit like Kabuto, with his mom and all that stuff? What if a situation like that happens? Like, to say that everyone is going to be peaceful because of this whole treaty is crazy. That means everyone's going to be in the same mind. No one's going to have a different opinion about the situation. Everyone's going to be, okay, we're at peace now, we're okay. No, everyone's just going to be simple, just at peace. No one's going to have their own opinions. No one's going to steal. There's not going to be any murders anymore. Everyone's going to be okay. That's bullshit. So there's going to be wars again. And Madara's going to be like, see, I was fucking right. And then Madara's going to go and try to do it again, but it's going to be too late. So that's the whole point. Madara can't be talking no jutsu, because his point right now is correct. The only reason the Shinobi Alliance are together is because there's a bigger threat than themselves. And they have to be together in order to get rid of that threat, even though federalized. So they have to be together to take out that threat. I honestly don't think that, it's not that I'm negative. It's not that I'm negative and I think everyone's just negative. That's not the point. The point is Madara is correct with what he's saying. How can he be talking to jutsu? I don't understand. So that's my take on it, and I just wanted to address those comments. So leave comments down below. What do you guys think of the chapter? And nothing's really set in stone. We gotta wait till the next chapter to officially know what's going on, like what Kishi is doing. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a Madara fanboy. I'm not an Obito fanboy. But they're both powerful. And talking no jutsu, by the way, is the only way. Talking no jutsu was the only way you could take out Obito. That's the only way they could have took out Obito. Obito is way too powerful. Talking no jutsu was the only way. But no, Madara has to be taken out. Like, they have to kill this guy, because his ideals and what he's saying about the Shinobi world has all been proven correct. So there's no way you could talk no jutsu him out of it. So they have to kill Madara. And I understand what people are saying. Obito has to be the one to do it, but that's another conversation. So leave comments down below. What do you guys think about what I just said about the whole Izanami thing not gonna work out, and the whole Obito Madara's ideals? Is he gonna get talking no jutsu? Like, what's gonna happen? Leave your comments down below. Like the video, subscribe. I'm Ed, man. I'm out.